pop that.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm working on my 2008 BMW 335i. It's an E90 model. One of my angel eyes burnt out. It's actually a cheap set of eBay angel eyes that I bought. And let me see if I can get the light up here. As you can see, driver side's working, passenger side's out. It actually happened a while ago. I think it's due to heat. But I wanted to buy a little bit better quality angel eyes. So I bought a set of RGB angel eyes to install here. You can actually change the color of the angel eyes with your smartphone, which is pretty cool. I coded the angel eyes to be a little bit brighter than stock. And all in all, it was decent for like 12 something bucks for the set. I was pretty happy with the output of them. They're kind of whitish blue, but still at the same time they look better than stock. But unfortunately, as you can see, one of them burnt out. So we're going to try out a set of angel eyes off of Amazon that are color coded. You could change the color of them. Let me show them to you now. So here's the kit. It's a set of RGB angel eyes. You download a smartphone app and you interface it. And you can actually, via Bluetooth I believe, connect to the actual controller and change the color on the fly to any color you want. Obviously I'm just going to go for something that looks stockish. In my opinion, I got the brightness to be pretty decent, and I coded my angel eyes to come on as my DRLs, so my daytime running lamps. But you know, I wasn't crazy about the color. It was okay. I would have preferred the look of like a 2011 and newer E90 with the LED angel eyes from the factory. I guess color wise you could say they're the same color as angel eyes, like 4300K, a very whitish color, if ever so slight tinge toward pinkish purple to kind of match what your angel eyes would be, and even modern BMWs still look the same. So I figured, hey, you know what, rather than keep trying different angel eyes, why don't I try to dial the color into what I prefer with this. So let's get this unboxed and show you what it's going to look like. So here's the kit. That's the part number there. This is the app that you download on your phone. As you can see, it's an Android app. It's meant to control RGB LEDs, like different types of LEDs. I think Philips and all the different types of wirelessly controlled RGB LEDs can be controlled via that app. Instruction manual. It's a pretty basic setup. So you have this. That's the controller. Here are the actual angel eyes that are going to go inside the housing. Now, depending on the year of your E90 or E92, you may have this style of connector. So these are adapters. My car is just going to have the spade connectors anyway. Comes with a couple zip ties. This is one of the receivers that plugs into one of your angel eye harnesses. Comes with some screws, and comes with these little pieces here that screw into here. Depending on, I'm not sure if that's applicable yet. We'll see once we get in there. So, yeah. So basically, this gets powered by one of your factory angel eye harnesses. I believe this is the receiver, the little Bluetooth adapter that communicates with your phone. and this goes to the actual angel eye. So there's a little notch there. Plugs in as such, and then you screw this in for a water tank connection. So it's a complete kit. I'm gonna mount this somewhere underneath the car, somewhere out of the way. There's plenty of length. This has to be close enough to actually get into one of your headlights to get its power. So, and these lead over to the actual, to each actual headlight. And to pass the wire through the actual headlight, I got these grommets, which I'll use. So, I don't think it'll be too difficult of a job, but first thing we're gonna do now is get the car jacked up in the air and get the front two wheels pulled off so we can pull off the inner splash shields and get access to where we gotta work. Jack the car up now. Okay, I got the car jacked up, I got the wheel off, jack stand in place to lower onto. We'll do the same on the other side, and I'll come back to you when I'm removing the inner splash shields. The various 8 and 10 mil screws to undo. There's this plastic nut here. Okay. Whatever. Okay. So there was 4 screws at the bottom side. Once you get those backed off, you can get this out. I saw another screw here. There you go. There's a tire pressure monitor sensor that you can just leave plugged in. As you can see, it secures here. It actually goes into here, but it's just popped out of place, but that's fine for now. It's not going to hurt me. So now, if you look in here, you can see the little spot where your factory angel eye lives. And this is where we got to remove this so we can get access to the factory bulbs, or in my case, my aftermarket bulbs. I put some fresh bulbs in my lamp here so you can get a better view here. So there's this little tab here. It's actually easier to get the top part unclipped first, then go after the bottom. You can pull this right off. See, now we can see the 2 spade connectors. 1. T15 Torx. Alright, I removed my crappy eBay angel eye that failed pretty quickly. So let's get the other bulb set up in there. So if we compare this one, it's got the place for the screws to butt up against, but this one's flat. So I'm going to insert these pieces that come with the kit here into here so that it can space it out a bit. I believe that's what they're for. So they give you 4 of these. And it looks like they just screw in here. Now before we go too much further, what I gotta do is actually, this wire is actually gonna have to come through here. Like so. So I gotta drill a hole into here. I'm not too thrilled about doing this, but you know, I plan to make it watertight. And then put a grommet through there so we can pass this through there. So I'm gonna try that now. So my memory card messed up while I was filming this, but I drilled a hole into this. And I got the appropriate size grommet. So I'm gonna slice this grommet down the middle and slide it over the wire and pass it through here. I'll film it on the next one so you can see what I did. So as you can see, I got the bulb securely mounted. I got the cable running through here. Now I think I'll mount my I'll mount that other box somewhere in here, and we'll pass the power feed from this light into there. So let's do that now. So I opted to zip tie this up and out of the way over here. Got a couple zip ties holding it securely. So now I'm going to clip this back into place and then run the wiring and zip tie and clean things up. Just to demonstrate here, I passed the wiring. 2 spade connectors. They're running through here around the back side and getting power from the factory harness. For added security, I just, so that spade connector won't come undone, and to shield it, I've just wrapped it in some electrical tape before I clip that back into place. So I got that clicked into position. I got the wiring around here, zip tied in place, and then I tucked the wire up into the fender. And I ran the other wire up underneath here, over to here, to right here, and then the harness from the other bulb should be able to reach up into here, so you can't really tell. I just tucked it behind some of this wiring here, so it should be pretty imperceivable. You won't really notice it. And the receiver module, I just placed it up here, tucked it up into this position so that in case you need to connect to it via Bluetooth from in the car, hopefully that can reach your phone. So I'm going to come over to this side, do the same thing now, and we'll test it out. As promised, I'm going to show you how I drill this out on the other cap from the driver's side now. There's a little nub right in the middle that I'm going to use. Just going stepped. It's a 1/2 inch bit. I'm just going to cut this grommet a bit. And we'll pass the wire through there. Snap this around here, bring it down. like so. So we'll go install it on the car and I'll show you the last step. So they give you this little module to go on the other side. I believe it's just to communicate with the car and trick it so that it thinks there's a good CAN bus bulb in there. Okay, so I didn't have enough room to leave this on the inside, so I'm doing it from here. I'm just gonna let it hang outside here, and then this is gonna lead up to that wire over there. So I'm gonna connect that now. So I ran that wire up, comes over here, and I zip tied it up to the hood cable so it doesn't rest on anything hot. Looks pretty clean. So I'm not sure what to expect yet, if it'll even turn on, unless I have, I'm not sure if I need to connect the app to even get them to activate, or what they'll look like stock, but let's turn on the key and see what they look like. Before anything, let's just unlock the car. It's pretty funky. They're like pure purple pulsing. So I think they're waiting for me to use the app. So let's grab that and then play around with it. Definitely don't want purple. It's kind of weird. Okay, I'm just gonna go key on for now. Okay, right now it's just in DRL mode. Key on. I'm going to cut the lights in here and then we'll set the color. It's a little too intense for me, but so I'm going to the app Magic Home on my smartphone. See if it connects and finds them. Okay, I just looked into it. Supposedly you got to connect via Wi-Fi. So I'm going to put the key on again and find the Wi-Fi network it makes. So now I'm going to go into Wi-Fi and we'll look for a network. LED net. Okay, I'm connected. Now we'll go to the Magic Home app. Okay. So it found it. I can turn it off, turn it on, long press to modify. Group name, we'll call it E90. Connects pretty fast. Okay, now so colors, warm, brightness. By the way, these are 40 watt lights. So I want to go 100% brightness. You can make them blue, green, yellow, red, crazy red. Like, if we're going for like an OEM look, that's probably pretty close to like a, yeah. It's a little purple, but you can always bring it toward the cool blue side. That's looking very OEM like a LCI. So I like how you can just dial in whatever color you want. You can even choose, it'll give you like a readout, R is 197. So let's put the headlights on and see how they compare to the factory HID bulbs. Didn't take much setup to get a color that I already like better than what I had. It's nice and whitish with a tinge. If you're gonna have to give it a background color, you could say white with a tinge of bluish purple, more on the purple side, but like almost cool white. Looks pretty, makes it look a little more modern. So we'll let the HIDs warm up. And my goal is to get them to be like an even color to each other. Let's get zoomed in. Yeah, the exposure is obviously different, not ideal there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's play around with the settings on this app a little bit. I'm going to go back to headlights off. You can do crazy things like have it fade to different colors, have it follow your music. Kind of weird, but as you can see here, I could have it red gradual change, green gradual change, blue. It's a little much for me, really. I'm not going for after these features. Maybe some of you guys would like this. Cyan, purple, white. See, the white, the best it is, like the whitest you can get it is kind of like purplish white, but kind of looks like an LCI when you do that. Change from red to green, fade, red, blue, all these different things. Blue strobe, green strobe, red strobe, 7-color jumping change. I guess if you want a seizure. It's kind of cheesy, but I don't think I'll be using any of these features. You can change the speed at which you can do it. Custom, disco. Yo, testing, testing, testing. So it goes by volume. If I talk, it'll get brighter and do some weird effects. I don't know about all that. So if I talk louder now, it's gonna start to get brighter. Kinda funny. Oh, it tries to mimic the color you're looking at via your camera. So gray, I don't know about all that. I guess if you take a picture of that, I don't know if you can see that, my creeper there, it's reddish. So I'm gonna mimic that. Color of my skin, that's my skin color according to the according to the app. Kind of neat, I guess. Some Armor All wipes. Let's get the orange from an Armor All wipe. And then the cap is yellow. Yellow. It's kind of cool. The green from my my tire pump. At the end of the day, I'm not going to be doing any of that. All I want is to set my color. Somewhere in the whitish range. So if I go as white as possible, I like the color. Probably whitish, bluish. little more like that is where I'd leave it. It's pure blue. Dead center is as white as possible. They're not crazy bright, probably not much brighter than my eBay ones. But if you guys have wanted that color that looks, if you want as much of a LCI look as possible, where it's like a pinkish, purplish blue, then I'd leave it right in the middle. But you know, if you ever change your mind or you want a warmer color, that's considered warmish white. That's pretty clean too. That's more like what I had before. You can make it a little darker. That's about it. If you don't like that, if you want just a crisp white, you can achieve it actually. I'm surprised to see that, but you're gonna go more toward the yellow spectrum. Or so yeah, you can customize the color as you please. You can turn it off via the app here, turn it on. So I think I'll leave it right there, right in the middle. I'll get the wheels on and button it up, but I know a lot of people probably like that look. That looks pretty clean. It gives the whole housing a glow, similar to like modern LEDs. Pretty cool. I'm a fan, I like it. I bought the kit off Amazon for, I think it was like 80 something bucks. But yeah, if you punch that part number in from the beginning of the video, you'll be able to find them. So I'm going to turn off I'm going to disconnect from Wi-Fi, make sure that it just retains these settings. I don't have to mess with it. So Wi-Fi, going back to my home network, I disconnected. It saved my settings. I'll go key off, key on, and let's see how they respond. I locked it, now I'm going to unlock it, see how they... I think that won't work. We'll go key on again. Yeah, I didn't have my welcome lights coming on because I had my headlights in the off position, but normally when you walk up to the car, it gives you welcome lights. They'll fade away. Welcome lights. Yeah, so it's retaining the setting. You just, once you disconnect via Wi-Fi, then you're good. It will just save whatever you left in the app. So I'll see if I can get zoomed in on one of these. I'll go key on, I'll zoom in on it so you can really try to get a sense of what it really looks like. By the way, I have LED turn signals in there. Let's zoom in. That's about what they look like in real life exposed. That's right on what they look between real life and the camera. Pretty nice. Yeah, as soon as I get that other fog light out of the picture, it's not realistic. That's exactly how bright they are in real life, right there. So they're noticeable. Even, let me get the camera off the tripod. The brightness of the two, yeah, that's a really good shot right there. Very even. The inner ring is just as bright as the outer. That's great. I don't know why that's happening compared to normally the inner ring is super bright. It's maybe just ever so slightly brighter, but it's a lot more even with the outer ring. The outer ring's holding up. Yeah, pretty good. It's a very nice color. It's like just 4300K, the pure HID bulb color. If you really pay attention, if you look in the camera, you can kind of pick up some reddish and green, all these different colors going on the inside, as it's making this one color out of a combination of all the different colors. But that's great, I love it. Exactly what I was hoping for. I think it's pretty hard to find a set of Angel Eyes, LED Angel Eyes for an E90, for an early model E90, pre-LCI E90, that just looks kind of like what the newer BMWs look like. That nice color. I know I'm rambling on now, but I just want to give you guys a shot. Give you guys a sense of what they're going to look like. Very, very happy with them. Yeah, so that's going to conclude this video. I'm going to throw the wheels back on and I'm done. But that shows you how to set up a set of RGB Angel Eyes on your E90. The quality of those seem to be pretty decent. Hopefully they last. I bought a set of pretty good Cree LEDs for my X5 like 5 years ago, and they're still good. They're still working. So I think, you know, if you buy a good set, they'll last a long time. Color-wise, I would recommend this. I think you guys will really like it. They look sharp. So thanks for watching. Actually, let me get the light on, so you can see compared to like a well backlit area. Yeah, it's awesome. How they'll stand out in the day, I think they'll hold their own. I think they'll be noticeable. That's, yeah. That's not overexposed, that's what they look like in real life. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Wow.